Namaste. Good morning, dear students of class 8, as well as all the viewers who are watching me through this program. I'd like to welcome you all in distance learning of science after a short gap. So today we are here to continue the lesson force and motion. I think you all remember it's velocity and acceleration. And in previous class we learned about different types of velocity. You remember, if you recall, we learned about rest, motion, what is rest, what is motion, relative terms, and also we learned about velocity, different types of velocity, uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, average velocity, and also we learned a little bit about acceleration and retardation, and we solved some numericals related to it. Today we are going to start equations of uniformly accelerated motion. We are going to derive some equations which will be used here for solving certain numericals. So let's get started. So equations of uniformly accelerated motion. So when we see here uniformly accelerated motion, first of all, what is uniform acceleration and what is non-uniform acceleration? Let's study a little bit about it. Uniform acceleration. When I write here this uniform acceleration, I think you all remembered about uniform velocity. Yeah, if you remember what is uniform velocity, let's recall what is uniform velocity to connect it to uniform acceleration. So what is uniform velocity then? If you remember, if a vehicle or if a body, a moving body traveling in a straight line covers equal displacement in equal interval of time. Suppose in first 1 second, second second, third second, if it covers the same displacement, it covers 10 meter, in second 1 second it covers 10 meter, in next second it covers 10 meter, and in next second it covers 10 meter. See, then the body is said to be traveling with uniform velocity. Simply to define, if a body travels with equal displacement, it covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, then it is said to be in uniform velocity. Now this is uniform velocity, and just let me connect here non-uniform. If it covers unequal displacement, non-uniform, it would be non-uniform if it covers unequal displacement. Like here, in first 1 second it covers 5 meter, then maybe in second 1 second 10 meter, maybe in next again 7 meter, like this. Yeah, in next second maybe again 15 meter. So if it covers unequal displacement, like 5, once 5, again 10, and maybe 7, then 15, like that, if it covers unequal displacement in same interval of time, equal interval of time, then that is said to have non-uniform velocity. So let's connect uniform velocity with uniform acceleration then. We all have learned before, acceleration means the rate of change of velocity, the change in velocity per unit time. So acceleration, when we say about uniform acceleration, so please keep in mind, if the vehicle covers, if a body covers the same velocity, it travels with the velocity of 10 meter per second in first 1 second, in next second again it covers the velocity, it moves with the velocity of 10 meter per second, again it moves with the velocity of 10 meter per second, and so on. In every equal interval of time, if it travels with the same velocity, uniform velocity, then the body is said to be moving with uniform, or the body has uniform acceleration. And just opposite is the case here, if it travels with different velocity in equal interval of time. Like here, if the vehicle covers, once it's traveling with 5 meter per second in first second, in next second it covers, suppose 10 meter per second, travels with the velocity of 10 meter per second, in next 1 second it travels again with the velocity of 15 meter per second, for example, and again it decreases by 5 meter per second, like this, then its velocity is differing here. Once it's traveling with 5 meter per second, then 10, then 15, then again 5. So the velocity is changing per second. Yes, so that type of velocity, if it changes, then the acceleration is said to be non-uniform acceleration. So these are the types of acceleration, uniform and non-uniform acceleration. So right now we are going to derive some equations related to uniformly accelerated motion. So what are they? Let's see. Just I'd like to present here in the screen equations of uniformly accelerated motion. 3 equations we are going to derive here. They are, it's been presented here. You can just check in the screen, equations of uniformly accelerated motion. So to derive this, let me just list it out. It's a V is equals to U plus AT. 3 special equations that we are going to derive are, another is S is equals to UT plus half AT square, and the third one is V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. So these 3 equations of motions we are going to derive. So for that, now let's consider our body. A body, a vehicle, anything is moving with the initial velocity. We all know that we denote initial velocity by letter U. So let's consider a body moving. Let's consider a body moving with initial velocity. Its initial velocity is initial velocity. We denote initial velocity by U. Suppose its initial velocity is U. Yes. Then it's moving, and finally its final velocity, its next velocity becomes V. Suppose its final velocity is V, and by the time it moved, it covered a displacement. It covered a displacement of S. And the time taken to cover certain displacement, let's say it is T. Let's denote it by time taken as T. And there is change of velocity. In the beginning, the vehicle was traveling with velocity U, and finally its velocity is V in certain time T. So let's suppose its acceleration. Let's denote its acceleration as, it has certain acceleration. Let's denote it by A. So if we have this much, then you can just check in the slides also the same thing. A body traveling with initial velocity U, final velocity V, displacement S, time taken T, and acceleration is A. So now we do have, according to the formula, so I'm going to solve it here, the first one. So according to the formula, the first one, according to the formula, first of all, what do we have? We all know that acceleration. We all know that acceleration A is equals to, please recall the formula of acceleration. We know that acceleration A, acceleration is change in velocity per unit time. So we can simply write it as change in, acceleration is change in velocity per unit time taken. Yes, per unit certain time. Or, now I'll just write A. Here A is equals to change in velocity means what? So final velocity V. We know that change in velocity means in the beginning it was traveling with velocity U, and finally its last velocity was V. So the change in velocity is the new one minus old one, or final minus initial. So final velocity V minus initial velocity U. So if you have this much, then time taken is as it is time taken. So let's denote time taken as T, as we assumed before. So here, now to make it short one, I'll just write the symbol. A is equals to V minus U by T. Or if you multiply A times T, it is A into T equals to V minus U. Or now if I send this side, then, or simply you can change it, the sides, in case we get confused, otherwise it's similar. So if V is here, then U goes that side, it's negative, goes that side, then becomes plus. V is equals to U plus AT. So this is our first equation. Yeah. So first equation, first formula, we can say it's been defined. Let's suppose this is equation 1. So V is equals to U plus AT. So this formula, this one of the first equations of motion, it's been derived. That is V is equals to U plus AT. Next one we have. Now let's move on to next one. I shall rub this one. So to move on to next one, we have another one is S is equals to ut plus half at square. This one I'll simply write it in a side because we might need to use it. V is equals to u plus at. This as equation 1 we have derived. The first one, let's say, it's been derived. So second one, to move on to next one, we all know that average velocity. In previous class we studied about average velocity also. Average velocity is the mean, the arithmetic mean of initial velocity and final velocity. So we know that average velocity, we denote it by VAV. Average velocity is equals to initial velocity u, we all know we denote it by u, plus final velocity v, u plus b divided by 2. Or to say in short, we can simply write VAV is equals to u plus v by 2. Yeah, we do have this average velocity equals to u plus v by 2. And also we know that the velocity, we know that velocity is equals to, let's suppose this is equation, simply to remember it. Let's suppose we know that velocity is also equals to displacement by time taken. Displacement, we denote it by S, by time taken, T. Time taken, T. So this we are talking about uniformly accelerated motion. So we are considering it as average velocity, VAV. So from here we can say like VAV is here. Now let's say this S. Let me first of all write it in short. So in terms of denotations only, VAV is equals to S by T. Or now if I just write it, cross multiply it and write it in this form, I think it will be easier for us to solve as well. So S is equals to VAV into T. So if S is equals to VAV into T, now we will substitute the values. We will substitute the values here. So I think it will be easier if I write here. So I will continue this one upside. So right now we have S is equals to VAV into T. Now we are going to find out another equation. So equals to, from this one you can see here VAV is equals to u plus v by 2. So average velocity VAB we do have from equation 2, we can keep this value as u plus v into T, or I can simply write here S, then or T as it is. Now what do we have then? See, S is equals to, so u is u as it is plus. Now this v, let's change the value of v. We have already kept here in equation 1, v's value is u plus at. So let's give v's value as u plus at over 2 into times t. Now then what do we have? U plus u, we can write it as 2u plus at as it is over 2 into t. Again here equals to, let's multiply this by t. 2u into t, we can write it as 2ut into at multiplied by t, it is at square over 2. Now we can, sorry, it's plus, we can just separate it now. So we do have here 2ut, if we separate it, over 2 plus at square over 2, then okay, I'll write this side here. So S is equals to then if I cut this and this, we get ut plus 1 by 2 at square, 1 by 2 at square. So our another equation is solved. You can see here, I just write here as well, ut plus 1 by 2 at square. So S, this one is solved. You have written. So let's say this is second equation, third one. So this is also solved. So first one is already solved. V is equals to u plus at. Next one we do have s is equals to, so I'll write here, s is equals to ut plus half at square. Second equation of motion is also solved. So this is first equation of motion. Now this is second equation of motion. So this was first one. Now this is second one. So these two are solved. So if you need, once again, let's see. You can just check in the slides once here. We know that average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity over time taken. As I've already said, velocity, average velocity is simply the arithmetic mean of the initial and final velocity. And you can see s is equals to, distance covered is average velocity into time taken. S is equals to u plus v over 2 into t. And just you can see here, u plus v over 2 into t, and s is equals to, you can see here, u plus u. V's value we have substituted. V is equals to u plus at over 2 into s is equals to, we added u plus u is 2u plus at, and then after multiplying we get 80 square 2ut plus 80 square over 2, and then s is equals to, we separated it, and finally s is equals to ut plus half 80 square. Second one is derived. Now let's move to the third one. We have third equation left, that is v square is equals to, now third one is that we are going to derive is v square equals to u square plus 2as. This third one we are going to derive now. So for this, it's simply the step. This is a step, simple step we have to change. So what you have here is, again come back to the same solution. We all know that again average velocity is VAV. And we know average velocity is again initial velocity plus final velocity over time taken. So we do have VAV is equals to u plus v over 2. Now here we go, VAV. See, again we just follow the same. I'll just rub this one and continue from here. You can just see over here, it's same. We just need to remember this step only. See, a simple step only we need to change. So we have again average velocity is displacement by time taken, and VAV is s by t. This in the notation form we have written, and it's s is equals to VAV into t. So what you have next is then, see, I'll solve this one again this side. So if I use this side, so we have here s is equals to VAV into t. Yeah. So here or s is equals to VAV. The value of VAV is, or average velocity is u plus v by 2 into, now t, see previously we kept this value, v's value as u plus at. Now we are going to derive v square equals to u square plus 2as, second equation of motion. So for that what do we do is t's value. Well, how can we get t's value then? So we know that acceleration is v minus u over t. So if we want to get t's value from here, we can simply cross change t is equals to v minus u by a. So here t's value we keep as v minus u by a, t's value. Then after here, in short we can write here reason. It's because t is equals to v minus, it's because a is equals to v minus u by t. Therefore t is equals to v minus u by a. Just for simplicity, why we have kept its value, to remember we can write this as region here. Now let's move on then. You can see over here it's u plus v and it's v minus u. So I think you all remember the formula a square minus b square. The formula of a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. So here we can see v minus u is in the form a minus b. So if v is a here, u is b. We can consider so. And this side, now here v is a, this is b. Yeah, a plus b. So a square minus b square is just like a plus b, a minus b. So this is a plus b, a minus b. So we can simplify it in this way then. or let's move that side, S is as it is S equals to, if it's A minus B, A plus B, or otherwise, let me just, to make you clear, let me just write like this, into V minus U by A. See, I have done nothing but simply change the position. U plus V and V plus U is similar. Yeah. So here now it is in the form A plus B, A minus B. So I'll write in the formula form, simple form, like it's suppose it's A, just like A square minus B square. So I'll write here V square minus U square then. V is our A, this is our B. A square minus B square, or V square minus U square. 2 into A, it's 2A. Or now when we cross multiply, 2A into S, 2AS equals to V square minus U square. Or we do have, now it's simply 2AS, we can write 2AS as well. Now this V square if remains here, let's change the position. V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Or if we just want to get V square, then this goes that side. V square and it's negative goes that side, then it's positive. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So in this way, here we are with the derivation of third equation of motion. So right now we have derived, once again let me revise you this. Average velocity is U plus V over 2, U plus V over 2, displacement by time taken, and S is equals to VAV into T, VAV into T. Here we kept the value of VAB, average velocity from here, U plus V by 2, and T is V minus U by A, because A is equals to V minus U by T, and we can get the value of T like this, V minus U by A. And we have simply kept it in the formula A square minus B square equals to A plus B, A minus B. And we have kept it in this form, like V square minus U square, and simply cross multiplied, and we get the value of V square like this. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. In this way, there's three equations of motions. These are the three commonly used equations of motions for solving different numerical problems related here. So derivation is done. Now using this formula, let's solve some numerical problems. We do have a few questions here. Okay, let's start the numerical related to these equations of motions. So 3 we have already derived. V is equals to U plus AT, S is equals to UT plus half AT square, and V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. So we have few numericals. Let's solve these few numericals. You can just check in the question. A bus starts from rest. If the acceleration of the bus remains 4 meter per second square for 5 seconds, calculate the final velocity of the bus. So let's solve it. Number 1, solution. So the question says a bus starts from rest. Now I think you do remember in previous class we solved questions related to acceleration and retardation as well. So if a vehicle starts from rest, we should keep in mind its uniform velocity is always 0. And if it moves and finally it comes to rest, then its final velocity is 0. So here it says a bus starts from rest. So it means the initial velocity U. Initial velocity U is 0. If the acceleration of the bus remains 4 meter per second square, according to the question, if the acceleration, you can see, acceleration of the bus remains 4 meter per second square. 4 meter per second square for 5 seconds. Time taken is 5 seconds. T is equals to 5 seconds. Then calculate the final velocity of the bus. So final velocity is equals to what? Final velocity V is equals to what? So you remember the formula, which formula we derived just before. Of course we can do this as we have A, V, U, T. We can directly keep the formula A is equals to V minus U. Like in short, I'll just do it in short here. We can directly keep the value like A is equals to V minus U over T. Substitute the values. This value we do have here. V's value we need to find, and this value we do have, this value also we do have. We can directly calculate. But just now we have already derived a formula, so we can easily keep the direct formula. That is, we know that V is equals to U plus AT, just before we derive this formula. Yes, so we know that V is equals to U plus AT. Then we don't know V, we need to find U is how much? 0 plus acceleration is 4 into time taken is 5. So 4 into 5, 4 5s are 20, and velocity we all know its SI unit is meter per second. Therefore now you can write in short here the vehicle's, the final velocity of the bus is 20 meter per second. The final velocity of the vehicle, of the bus, or whatever the question says, is 20 meter per second. So the first one is solved. Now let's move to second question. According to second question, we have a car starts from rest. Yeah, starts from rest with a uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Now let me do some changes here. Okay, so I'll just use this. It says a car starts from rest with a uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. So I'll just make this as 2 meter per second square. It starts from rest, so initial velocity is 0. And the time taken here is 2 seconds. Time taken here is 2 seconds. So what we have to find? Find the distance covered. Find the distance covered. So how far does it travel? Distance covered, S is equals to what? So I think you have already revised, recall the formula, remember the formula just before we derived. S is equals to ut plus half AT square as one of the equations of motion. So we know that again. Directly you can substitute the value. We know that S is equals to ut plus half AT square. So U, what's the value of U? Is 0. Time taken is 2 seconds. Then plus half, acceleration is 2 meter per second square into time taken again 2, it's t square, half AT square. So 2 into 0 is 0 plus this and this we can cut, 2 2s are 4. Yeah. So the distance traveled is 4. So what is it? It's distance. So we have to write it with the unit. Its SI unit is 4 meters. So the distance traveled by the car is 4 meters. So number 2 is also solved. The last one now, number 3. Once check, last one. A girl starts her bicycle from rest and accelerates uniformly to 7 meter per second. Now let's solve this one also. Here it's clearly given. It starts again from rest. The girl starts her bicycle from rest. So initial velocity is 0 and accelerates uniformly to 7 meter per second. That means that is its final velocity. So final velocity is, final velocity V, final velocity V is equals to 7 meter per second. You can see here in a distance of 14 meter. Distance is already given here. Distance S, distance traveled, covered, you can write, it's 14 meter. Distance traveled is 14 meter. Calculate the acceleration of the girl. So acceleration equals to what? We need to find the acceleration and we need to find the time taken as well. Time taken t. So calculate the acceleration and the time taken by her to travel the distance. Now let's think which formula would be suitable here. We do have the formula. We have so many formulas here. See, the first one, let's recall. If you use this formula, V is equals to U plus AT, will we be able to find the value of A? Let's try. Here V, we do have V's value. U, we do have U's value, but we don't have A's and T's value. See, in an equation, like when two values are unknown, we won't be able to find the value. So this formula is of no use right now. So similarly, we do have another formula. S is equals to ut plus half AT square. Let's check here. S, we do have S value here, value of S here. U's value is also there, but we don't have T we don't have A's value. So 2 values are unknown, so we cannot use this one also. So third one, let's try third one. V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Now if we use this one, see, V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Most probably we will be able to use this one. See, we will be able to find the value. V, or V's value is 7 square. U's value, it's 0 plus 2 times A is here into S. S is already known. So we have only one unknown value. We can easily get the value of A from here. 7 sevens are 14 equals to 0 plus 2 into 14, 28 into A. Or if you have to find the value of A, I think we all know how do we do this. 49 equals to 28 into A, or A is equals to 49 by 28. 7 4s are 28, 7 7s are 49. So here comes 7 by 4. If you divide 7 by 4, how much do we get? 4 1s are 4, 3, 4 7s are 28. Then there comes 2, point already added 0, 4 5s are 20. So it's all together 1.75 meter per second square. We are calculating acceleration, so its SI unit is 1.5. Its SI unit is meter per second square. So using this A's value, if you substitute the value here, you can easily get the value of T. We have, just before we know that A is equals to V minus U by T. Also, if it's so, then T is equals to V minus U by A. So V is how much here? V's value we do have as 7 minus U's value is 0. So over acceleration 1.75. So if it's here, then 7 over 1.75. If you cancel the points, we can make this as 700 over 175. If we caught it, we get 4. 175 times 700, it's 4 times, so 4 seconds. So the time taken is 4 seconds. So in this way, we can solve the numericals related to it using the equations of motions. I hope you all enjoyed the class for today. That's all for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.